guys, welcome back to my channel. Since last video was more of like a vlog style, I've decided that today's video is going to be more of like a Q&A for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. So because last week's video was more of like a vlog style, I didn't really get time to introduce myself, and I feel like I should have started my YouTube channel with a Q&A, and that's okay because better late than never. So my real government name is Nargis. Everyone and their mum, I'm kidding, all my friends call me Nargie or Nargis or Nargis or Narg or Nugget. Like, there's so much nicknames going around. Honestly, at this point, just call me whatever you like. As long as it's not offensive, I'm all good. But yeah, my real name is Nargis. I do get it pronounced as Nargis 90% of the time just because it is an Arabic name. But because I'm so used to hearing Nargis, I'm totally okay with any. I was born and raised in Sydney, Australia, but both of my parents are from Afghanistan, and they a long time ago, I'd say early 2000s, came to Australia and then had me. I'm the oldest daughter and sibling. I know it's a lot. I feel the pressure, guys, I feel it. But I'm 21, I have a brother that's 19 and a sister that's 18. So we're very much close in age, and I don't know how to feel about that. It's like good and bad at the same time. I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Arts pathway to primary teaching accelerated to a master's degree. So basically, let me give you a rundown on what that is because a lot of people do get confused and I love explaining, so here we go. So my arts degree is for 3 years and then you graduate from that, but you can start your master's before you graduate. So 3 arts degree and then you do your master's for, it depends on the person, but usually it's between 1.5 to 2 years. And I'm currently in my 4th year, so that's accelerating to my master's. I'm currently doing 5 units. I'm going crazy, I know, but you know what? Alhamdulillah, you know, you always gotta be grateful. Just every time I feel any sense of doubtness or any just any emotion that's leaning towards anger or sadness or anything like that, I just remind myself that I'm grateful, because I genuinely am. Like, I'm so grateful to be in here. I'm so grateful to speak to you guys. Like, do you know what I mean? You gotta share the positivity. So if you got a little bit confused by the title of my degree, it is a bit confusing because I am doing the arts pathway, but basically I'm studying to become a primary school teacher, inshallah. And I think I get this question not as often as I thought I would, but it's always good to hear it here and there. One of the many reasons why I wanted to become a primary school teacher is just I love learning and growing, just all types of topics about life, just in general, and to like pass that knowledge onto little kids, or just not even little kids, just individual human beings that are going to grow up to be whoever they want to be. But basically you kind of shape their little lives when they're younger. Like, you know, there's different growing stages obviously in childhood, but like the main stage when they're in primary school is that they're trying to figure out life and how everything works. But as a teacher in general, I just love giving back, and just that serotonin, that feeling that you feel once you see that a specific child or group of children succeed in life. Like, I can just already think about it, and I'm so excited for my pracs later on this year and next year. They're going to be very full on, but they're going to be so good. If you want some context, I have 2 pracs in my master's. There's a 6-week prac, which runs for majority of the term, and then there's a 10-week prac, which is basically the whole term. And a 10-week prac is got to do with my GTPA, which stands for Graduate Teacher Assessment Performance, and that's right before I graduate. But that's not until my 2nd year in my master's, which is my 5th year. I think something some people won't expect about me is that I'm a very introspective person. I think a lot because I do chronically overthink, but in the way of an introspective perspective. I just naturally reflect on things a lot, like whether it's good, whether it's bad. I'm just a thinker. So I'm very much, I think before I do, which is one of the many reasons. Also, this is a very big flex that I'm not an impulse buyer, which is funny because I know my auntie's laughing at me right now because we're thinking about the same thing. But it's obviously throughout life you go through a lot of experiences. I don't know why I did an orchestra hand right now, but you go through so much experiences and you live and you learn. Like, that's the whole purpose of life, that you live and you learn, you know? So I definitely was an impulse buyer once upon a time in my life, but like, you know, we develop, we grow. Okay, my favorite question. A typical day in my life. Now, let me just say this right now. I am a very, very routine driven person. I thrive off routine. If something little bit like this knocks out of the way and stuffs up the routine, brain fried. No, I'm joking. But I do love my routine. I'm a routine girl. I will always have a to-do list. I will always have a list ready to be done. Like, I'm a routine girl. So my routine right now, and I'm still learning and growing every day, like trying to tweak if this time's good for me, if I should read at this time, if I should sleep at this time, if I should wake up at this time, if I should exercise at this time, etc., etc. Hold on, today is actually the last day of Ramadan. And oh my God, okay, routine in Ramadan, as a very routine driven person, as we just learned, Ramadan was, no, alhamdulillah, it was really good. Like, I was so grateful for it. Inshallah, one day, 1 year, I can experience Ramadan without the academic stress, because I actually want to put all my energy and time into my faith and actually have the time for it. And because this semester I am doing 5 units, it is hectic, but alhamdulillah, I tried my best. It was a very, very blissful month, and I'm so grateful. Got to see a lot of friends as well. Not as many as I hoped, but that's okay, because I haven't forgotten about you guys. Well, I haven't. We're just all busy with life, and we'll all make time for each other. I know we will. Okay, I yapped so much, we didn't even talk about my routine. But so basically, during Ramadan, it was a bit hard to structure routine into like my everyday life. But basically, just my normal daily routine, which I am getting back on track with now that I can actually drink and eat and have caffeine while I'm studying. Anyways, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. If the real ones know, I was the biggest night owl. Like, you would catch me awake at any time in the AM, but the PM, she's asleep. Nargie's asleep, she's gone. I'm kidding. But like, yeah, I was the biggest night owl. And now, alhamdulillah, I can proudly say that I'm a morning person. And as you can tell by the noor and smile on my face, it has changed my life. Like, it really has, in like the best way possible. I'm so grateful for it, and just, yeah. So my night actually ends at 10 p.m. Yes, I know I'm a grandma. If you try texting me after 10 p.m, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna get a reply the next day at 6 a.m. So 10 p.m, and then my ideal is to wake up the next day for morning prayer. A bit personal, but I have been falling out of slack with my Fajr prayers, and alhamdulillah, Ramadan has helped in so many ways possible. Like, with that, every single day, I'm so proud of myself, but every single day I've woken up for Fajr, except for when I was on my period, but that's okay. So yeah, inshallah, I can keep that habit going throughout my normal routine, because just starting a day with morning prayer is just the most refreshing thing ever, and I like really want to keep that. I don't want that to disappear from my routine. So my ideal sleep time would be 8 hours of sleep, and then I'll be in bed by 10, and then my goal was to be awake Fajr. Right now Fajr is at 5:30, but daylight savings is gonna stop soon, so I think it's gonna shift till 4:30. But because I can't start my day from 4:30, which is kind of crazy, especially because of my long uni days, etc., I would take like a small nap after and then start my day like at 6 or 7. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. Karima, don't attack me. Karima's my auntie. I'll be talking about her later, don't worry. Some things in my routine that I like is I like to read before bed. No phone screen time, an hour before bed and an hour as I wake up. And I'm very heavy on this. Like, I'm telling you, I do not reply to you after 10 p.m. unless it really just depends what I'm doing that day. Like, if I'm like studying till late. A lot of my friends question me whenever I'm awake past like, I'd say 12 a.m. because they know I'm knocked out by 10. They'll be like, why are you awake? And I'll be like, I'm studying. And they'll be like, go back to sleep. All right. And I'm a very, very active person. By active, I mean like up. I'm always up and at it, like I'm doing something. Like, I'm never sat down. I can't sit. I have to always be doing something. During Ramadan, it was hard to do this, but before Ramadan, I was doing daily yoga. During the holidays, it was easier to do my daily yoga, but as uni rolled in, it was a little bit difficult, and then it started to slowly be 2 to 3 times a week, and then once a week, and then it slowly started drifting. But inshallah, the second Eid, after Eid, I'm going to get back into it, because you need to stretch, guys. You need to stretch. You need to do your weekly stretches, daily stretches. It's always good to stretch, you know. You have a sore back, go stretch. Yoga, best thing ever. But the thing is, like I said, I'm an active person. So like, me being at work, I count that as my workout. Do you know what I mean? Or like me walking to uni, that's my workout. Me going to the car, that's a workout. Me driving, that's a workout. Me just thinking, and you guys know, I think a lot. So me just thinking, That's a workout. Not gonna lie, I chose very content heavy questions, so this video is gonna be like an hour long. I'm sorry if it's any shorter because I'm probably gonna end up editing half of it, but if it's a long one, enjoy it. I think the hardest part of uni has just been finding a balance in routine and just trying to structure your day around your more free routine. By free, I mean there's a difference between high school and uni, whereas in high school you would have more of a structured routine, 9 to 3, and then after school that'll be like 4 to wherever. You'll go to work, you'll go to your sport, leisure activities, and then you'll come home. You know, there's kind of like a routine. Whereas uni, you're not going every day. You choose your days, you choose your times, you choose what uni you want to go to, and depending on what uni you go to, you have to also counter the fact that like the commute time, like it's a lot, you know. And I think the hardest part about uni is actually navigating your way through. So it's definitely the whole first year of uni, because first year of uni we don't get told anything. I'm being so honest, like we actually don't. They kind of just throw you in the deep end and expect to know everything. And I'm not saying that if anyone that's going to start uni next year or is in their first year, I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that in a very pure and honest way, to just always be alert. And like, it's kind of like in a sense where you have to kind of figure it out on your own, in your own way. But literally after first year of uni, you get so used to it. And then second year, you smash it. Third year, you smash it. If you're doing a 3-year degree, you're done. And then if you're doing like postgraduate, masters or PhD, studying becomes the norm. Like it's so speedy. I don't know, I think I get very like emotional when I start talking about my degree, especially now that I'm in the stages of finishing, like finalizing my degree to actually become a registered teacher. Like these questions just hit so much more deeper, and like it means so much. It actually means so much. Like working with children and making an impact in their daily lives and just in their life in general. Just the fact that it's leaning towards something meaningful. And I know teaching is not an easy job. I know that. I'm very aware, especially now. Obviously, I'm not 100% aware because I haven't done my pracs. I'll get back to you guys on that. Don't worry. I will definitely be doing some prac debriefs because I think I'm going to need somewhere to let that out. And this is why my YouTube channel is called Nargie's Digital Diaries, because you guys are my diary, but in digital form. And I spill everything and anything here. This question is funny if you don't know me. But basically, I'm gonna give like a second for anyone that knows me or thinks they know me to answer this question in their head. Now, this is my response. I am the most organized person known to man. Like man, woman, alien, animal. Like my middle name is organized. Nargie, organized. I am an organized freak. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Obviously, I do know there are people way organized than me, but I'm a lot, like I do a lot. So I would love to meet people that are more organized than me. I don't think I have yet. Definitely organized people I have, but I don't think I've met anyone crazy as me, because I'm a bit too much, but like in a cool way, you know, in a very cool way. And I wouldn't say I'm not last minute, but the thing is that I get stressed very easily. So again, when you're going through uni, through life, you realize that things don't work out for you and you try to change that in your daily life. So me realizing that last minute things don't actually work for me and I actually do get very stressed, that has shifted in my routine to, you know, step back and be like, whoa, Nagus, no one gets this like stressed about things that they do last minute. You know, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I should change that. Look at me now. We're thriving, guys. Alhamdulillah, definitely my support system, including my family and close friends. Not even just close friends, like every single friend known. Okay, if I say no to earth one more time. But yeah, just family and friends. Alhamdulillah, like I'm so grateful for my family and friends. They genuinely keep me going. Like I always think about you guys every day. You're in here and here. Guys, is your heart on the left or the right? Oh my God, you know, I actually learned the other day how to read my pulse. Because your veins kind of like, you know, make that heart. Yeah, because look, I feel it now. Just in the sense that like whenever I'm doing my daily activities, I'm at work, I'm doing something, or I see that I'm not proud of myself for something, I'm feeling a bit down, feeling happy, I always just think about a certain person or certain group of people or like just family or a specific group of friends in general, and I think about all the things that they would say in that moment or what they have said in the past, and it just keeps me going, you know? Grateful. I should just write grateful on my forehead because I'm grateful. If you had to count how much times I say alhamdulillah in a day, infinity, you can't count it. Guys, my mum just came home, so if you hear some whacking of pans and pots in the back, that's her. I love this question. Again, you don't get these questions every day, but I think one of my many inspirational people in my life is definitely my mum. I love her so much. I love you, mum. Oh, like I'm getting so like overjoyed, alhamdulillah, like just talking about her because she is the most strongest woman, most brave, most resilient person I know. Like she's the most understanding person on earth. Like alhamdulillah for mums, because I genuinely like sometimes, unfortunately, I do think about this because everyone does, but like just think about life without her and I can't. Inshallah she lives for years and years and years and years. But I just can't imagine life without her, and I'm so, alhamdulillah, grateful for her. Not just like what she does for me and like obviously birthing me, but like just her as a person, her just being there. Her showing up and being there, that is the most powerful thing ever. And of course, shout out to my two older aunties, my two younger older aunties. By that, I mean that they're the youngest of my aunties, Karima and Saliha. I love you guys so much. You, again, mean the world to me. Like, they're like my twin pillars. Like, you know, I'm Rory Gilmore and I have my grandpa and my grandma. Sorry to refer you guys to Richard and Emily Gilmore, but you guys are my twin pillars. I genuinely don't know how I would do life without you too. And I'm so grateful. Like any challenge I've come across, obviously to an extent, my mum can't help me with all things. And she didn't grow up here in Australia. Most of her childhood was overseas. So again, upbringing is different. So definitely two aunties that were born and raised as well, and where I was, they have helped me so much. And I'm so, so grateful for them. And just like I can't live life without them. I can't. Karima, I know you're probably crying right now, but I love you. I love you and I'm so proud of you. And I know you're proud of me. Honestly, just how far I've come in life, like all of the life experiences that I've learned and gained, and sometimes just didn't work out and then I learned from it, like, you know, just the little things. And alhamdulillah, I'm blessed to have a great support system with me through life. So when I am going through those things, I can always go to those people for help. And I'm just very grateful to see how far I've come as a person. And of course, I'm still learning and growing and I have so much more beyond my years of life, inshallah. So I can't wait to go through that and experience that as well. And just, yeah, as a person, I'm just very, very proud of how far I've come. Now, this question is kind of a bit up in the air because I'm kind of, obviously, when it comes to uni, you take it semester by semester. Sorry, she fell off the bed. You kind of take it semester by semester. But right now, my head is so wrapped in my 5 units and I'm just trying to go through that and, like, you know, one thing at a time. So I'm very much focusing on one semester at a time. I do like to think ahead, but sometimes there comes a limit where you can't think too much ahead because you have to actually think about the realities of it in a way. So because I'm finishing my Bachelor of Arts degree, which is the accelerated year, I'm in the accelerated year right now. So I'm in my bachelor's, I'm doing the accelerated master units, and then I go into full-on masters. By full-on masters, I mean that's when I start my pracs. Now, I have always wanted to take a gap year after high school, and of course, as the oldest sibling in an ethnic household, that's kind of a little bit difficult to do. When it comes to parents understanding that you need a break, but obviously that understanding doesn't always meet with your understanding. So I kind of just said, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go straight into uni, and grateful for that though, because I learned a lot of things. Again, everything happened to a reason. The things that you go through, experience, they all happen for a reason. Step by step, day by day, things work out. Things don't work out, you know? So because I wanted to take a gap year, or at least a gap 6 months, which is like gap semester, I'm kind of thinking of taking one at the end of the year. But by thinking, I mean I'm deciding, because right now would be the greatest time I've definitely wanted to take a gap semester, a gap year, because obviously literally went from primary school to high school to uni. Like I feel like I didn't really get a break and I really wanted that. But unfortunately that didn't happen. That's okay, because that's just life. But now that I'm an adult and I can make my own choices, very much now thinking about taking one or not. And if I do inshallah take a gap, that also answers the question in what will I be doing in the next few months, which will definitely be me just enjoying my gap semester and making the most out of it, working, saving money, and my biggest thing is traveling. Yeah, inshallah, I definitely want to go to at least one international country this year. So if I do take a gap sem, I am planning to travel, inshallah. I do believe that that's the best time I can take my gap break, but just because right after I finish my master's, it is definitely easier to get into like a full-time job or casual teaching or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that if you do take a gap year or gap semester that you won't get a job in teaching. It would just be a bit harder to get one. And for me, I think I definitely want to get into working straight when I finish. So yeah, a lot of things to think through. The thing with me that I'm sharing with you guys and or many of my close friends is that when it comes to studying a specific degree as well, I don't care about how long it takes me to get that degree. For me, it's more so the journey to getting it, not how long or the duration of getting it. So even if it takes me 8 years to get that degree, hey, at least I got the degree, you know? You gotta think positive. But yeah, to conclude that question, I would definitely keep you guys in the loop, but I'm very excited to see how this sem, next year, let alone tomorrow is going to be. As I answered one of the earlier questions in the video talking about my routine, definitely to perfect it or find more things that I want to add into my routine, take out. By perfect it, I mean adjust to how I want to do it, how I like it. And a big thing going into routine is my daily habits and what I like to do, like incorporating my hobbies, incorporating my little study session. And I also think I've gotten way better at this throughout the years, but just being me, like, you know, not caring what people think about you, just having fun, laughing here and there. Like, I very much give the mentality of I don't care, you only live once, YOLO. Those are like my main quotes that I go off in life. Like, I always say them and I mean it so much. It all starts with my obsession with content creation at the age of 12, I'd say. Late year 6, early high school, when I discovered what social media was, and I basically just had Snapchat, had Musically. I think everyone had a public Musically account, and it's probably still active if I search it up right now, because I know mine is, and everyone and their mum has found it and used it against me, so that's fun. But it definitely started from my silly little videos I made in high school, and just all like the vlogs and me just reminiscing the last couple years and taking advantage of all the memories. And yeah, I was just chronically on TikTok and I would post all the time the most silly stuff, vlogs, silly TikTok dances. Like year 11 and 12 was the best time just because I think I made the most out of it. Like I literally had fun. Of course I studied here and there, but the main thing about high school is just to have fun. Like you're not gonna experience high school again. You're really not. And then starting uni, making vlogs, making silly little skits on TikTok. Same TikTok account I had from high school. It just kept kind of going and just building like such a cute, comforting community. And literally I've made a lot of friends, even close friends, mutuals on TikTok, and I'm so grateful for it. I would definitely say in the last 2 years I have toppled down a little bit, up and down, just because I very much realized that I value my alone time a lot. And I think being on social media for so long, you kind of do need to have that balance as well. So yeah, I've always been a fan of content creation and I love long form videos. I love watching YouTube videos myself, whether that's a vlog, beta squad, funny things, just anything, life lessons. You want to read me a book, read me a book. And just the fact that there's like no time limit. Like I could just be talking and talking, and I'm a yapper. I'm the biggest yapper, so I will talk and talk and talk. I don't know if you could tell I'm a yapper, but I am, because one question leads to me answering 10. Not gonna lie, probably like little bits and pieces of all types of styles, but very much I created this YouTube channel because I kind of just wanted a platform where I can actually really connect with my little community here and freely just talk about anything I want to talk to, you know? There's a difference between posting on TikTok and posting on YouTube. Like TikTok is a very fast-paced social media platform and YouTube is very underrated. It's slowly rising back up and I love to see it. It's not a slow platform, but a very lovable one. Like I just love YouTube so much. My favorite YouTubers of all time, where I get most of my inspiration from, is definitely the Hogan twins. And I just love their lifestyle. I love the way they live, the sustainability, everything. And guys, they used to live in Sydney and now they're back in Brisbane. It's okay though, because hey, when I become rich and famous, then I can meet them. So definitely you can expect vlogs from me, uni life content, study hacks, study tips, study with me's. I'm very much into my study, or at least for the next 2 years you'll have me when it comes to studying. Might even start baking and cooking for you guys, you never know. And just very much lifestyle content, like just anything and everything. My favorite hobbies, and low-key my main ones, the ones that I mainly partake in, is definitely reading. I love reading. It's the best thing ever. Unfortunately, I was a bit late to the game. I only started loving it when I was 16. I read a little bit and then HSC happened. And we all know how that is, that pressure and pain. So kind of went on a reading slump. Slowly came back in uni, then got stressed with uni, and then found a balance in uni. And then I came back and I've been successfully reading for, I'd say, a good year and a half. But obviously I do get busy here and there, but I do try my best every day. And because now I made reading a part of my routine an hour before bed. And I don't know if you can see my book right there. Actually, I think you can see my whole bookshelf from there. The book I'm reading right now is Normal People by Sally Rooney, and I don't need to tell you guys about the book. Go search it up. Just go read it. It's such a good book. It's a easy read. I'm low-key enjoying it a bit too much. Like I started slowly reading it because I don't want it to end. And also I know that there's a TV show about it, but I haven't watched the show. I wanted to read the book first before I watch the show, so I can't wait to watch the show. And low-key, it's gonna destroy me because the book is already getting sad and I can't even imagine watching that happen in front of my own eyes. Journaling is another one. I love my journaling. I love it so much. Like, I definitely don't do it as much because of my demanding routine, you know, 5 units of uni and all. It's my whole life basically, but try not to make it my whole life, you know. But journaling, love journaling. I love journaling. Definitely another thing I've realized growing up, I'd say in the last year, is that I've opened up my little creative windows, like content creation. That's creative. I can't draw, so let's put that back. Journaling, scrapbooking, that's creative. Also, growing up, my mum put me and my siblings into a lot of sports, like after school sport, like clubs and groups and stuff. But oh my god, I remember doing basketball, swimming, karate. What did we not do? But alhamdulillah, I'm very, very grateful because I remember that time us not being bothered to like run from school to activity back home, next day same thing, school activity, and we're always just tired and complaining. But then she's like, you guys will thank me when you're older. And here I am, mum. I'm thanking you now because I learned a lot. I learned a lot. And definitely those sports that I played when I was younger, I do still have some qualities of that. I can still play those sports, probably not the best now, but like I can still play them. I'm definitely more intact with my running and my swimming. One of my love languages is quality time, so I'm definitely always with family or friends, having fun, our little gatherings, going on dessert runs, going to the movies, doing anything and everything with them. Picnics, just spending time with them. Love you guys. Also, whenever I do have like a day off, like I give myself a day off to like not study, not do anything, I can't not do anything because I think it's the OCD and organizedness and older sister and sibling in me that I just can't sit still and do nothing. Like I'm always doing something. I'll always find something else to do rather than sit still and enjoy my time. Unfortunately, last question, but a very cool and fun one. A fun fact about me that not many people know, only close friends actually, or if you genuinely ask the right questions, is that I am an adrenaline junkie. And I did something exciting last December and I actually went skydiving. I went with two of my closest friends and we had the best time. Guys, if I could recommend anything, is to just live life and go skydiving. Just jump out of the plane. Jump out of the plane. Have fun. And you have just made it to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Bottom of my heart. Love you. Thank you for staying. I hope you enjoyed to get to know me a little bit more, and I'm definitely so excited to share more of my life on here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! You got this. I keep getting the words wrong. There's a car revving outside. Shush. Spirituality. Presentable at the top, pajama pants at the bottom.